Hi, my name is Tyshell Blake, and this is my video presentation for my book research project. The Johnson family is a lower middle class African American family. The parents are both working with stable incomes. The Johnson family has an 11-year-old daughter named Lola, who is a 7th grader in middle school. Lola was not a very active girl, but she had plenty of friends through theater and school. She was a very confident child who loved spending time with friends and family. During the second year of middle school, Lola is noticing her body is going through some changes. Not only did her period start, but Lola has noticed she has gained a little weight during her transition from elementary to middle school. At her next checkup, the doctor informed Johnson and her family that Lola was borderline obese. The challenge the parents in the Johnson family are having to deal with is that they are not very active and they do not eat meals that are healthy often. Lola noticed that she gained more weight than compared to her friends. Lola was not aware that she is undergoing puberty, so it's normal to gain some weight during this time. Lola is feeling very embarrassed and is developing a very poor self-body image. Her self-confidence is beginning to plummet during puberty. Lola stopped being social with her friends when she noticed her gaining weight, so this resulted in binge eating, which furthered her weight gain, making her officially overweight. The issue that needs to be resolved for the Johnson family is Lola's childhood obesity and her becoming aware of how her body is changing through puberty. Childhood obesity is very common in children ages 6 through 13. It is also common for young women to not be aware of how their body changes during puberty. The family is affected because they naturally worry about the health and safety of their children. They also may feel that they are the cause for their child's obesity. However, the individual who suffers the most during this is the child. Children who suffer from childhood obesity are negatively affected in numerous ways. The first way being the child's physical health. Children who are obese are likely to have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, joint problems, breathing problems, and asthma. Studies show that 30% of obese children suffered from asthma. Also, studies show that school-age children with obesity experience 63% higher chances of being bullied. Being bullied can lead to psychological problems in the child, such as depression and shame. Obesity in childhood can also be associated with poor academic performance as well as general lower quality of life experienced by children. The Johnson family has made several attempts to curb Lola's weight gain and improve her mental health. The first attempt was eating out less and making nutritious home-cooked meals more. However, since both parents work often, it is difficult to make this happen every single day. The family has also integrated family walks into their daily routine, where they use that time to check in with Lola. The parents have also changed their unhealthy habits to try their best to be good models for Lola. She's also in an after-school program that is for girls only between the ages of 10 to 11. Lola's mom also discusses with her normal things the female body undergoes during puberty. And this paper was called The Ultimate Puberty Book for Girls. Celebrate Your Body and Its Changes Too. A body positive guide for girls ages 8 and up, written by Sonia Renee Taylor, forwarded by Bianca L. Loriano. The book can be found in the physiology genre as of 2018. This particular book has 9,000 positive reviews by parents and teachers on how it has positively impacted their children's lives. There were many things I learned in this book while doing this research project. The first point I learned was that genes play a role during puberty. Genes determine what shape your body will look like after puberty. This information would be useful to parents in the Johnson's family situation because Lola's body shape resembles that of her family greatly. While Lola was the normal weight during puberty, she was unaware that her larger hips and thighs had largely to do with genetics. Being aware of this information could have potentially saved Lola a lot of shame and embarrassment, which resulted in her binge eating. Some bodies are naturally heavier than others, and your body needs some fat to get through puberty. Doctors suggest that children should get at least 1 hour of physical activity a day, especially during puberty. Having a nutritious and healthy diet can greatly affect how you grow during puberty. It may also affect when your period starts. This information is practical for parents because it makes them aware of how important it is that their growing child has a stable, nutritious diet. Children who are more susceptible to weight gain, like Lola, should be sure to watch out for extra sweets and processed foods. Children, even adults, should stay away from fat diets. Diets are especially harmful to young girls because they may stop girls from getting the necessary nutrients her body needs. This information can be useful for parents because they may have an overweight child and try to put him or her on a strict diet. Diets have been proven to be more harmful than beneficial. However, so adults should try to focus on getting the child more physical activity instead. There are several comparisons you can make between the Johnsons and their problem and Brooks. Brooks mentions the importance of establishing healthy eating, sleeping, and exercise habits. Proper habits in these areas promote competent functioning in all areas of life and prepare children for a lifetime of health. When children develop these habits young, it makes the puberty transition a smoother experience. Parents play a huge role in the health and development of their children. Parents initiate a pathway to health for their children by providing a healthy environment and modeling healthy behaviors. Children spend most of their childhood modeling after their parents. Genetic factors and cultural values play a huge role in physical appearance and activity play. Like the Johnson family, genetics have made it susceptible for them to gain weight and not place a high value on physical activity. Adults need to break this behavior and give their children a positive role model to look after. In conclusion, I would recommend this book to parents with children. The book can be a tool that better prepares younger girls or boys through the puberty process. I would specifically recommend The Process of Parenting, written by Jane Brooks, for adults with or without kids. This book informs parents of the specific role they play in their child's development.